Today, we're going to talk about how a bill becomes a law. Wait, no, that's not right. How a crime becomes a stat. How crimes become crime statistics may not be as difficult as passing legislation, but it still takes the work of many hardworking public servants to make sure that the numbers the FBI releases are accurate and valid. And sadly, there's a lot less singing involved. To understand the system, there are a few important steps to highlight, along with some pitfalls, but we're here to guide you through. Hey, it's Katie from Aggregated here. Let's take a look at how crime statistics are created. Step 1. A crime occurs. The first step is for someone to report it to law enforcement. This sounds obvious, but it's not. Not all crime is reported, except maybe murder, and significant portions of many crime types, like shoplifting, are never recorded. So let's assume our friend Dave's home is burgled, yes, that's a real word, by someone looking to steal his prized vintage Schoolhouse Rock t-shirt. And this burglary is reported to police. That brings us to step 2. The police arrive at the scene and start an incident report about the missing shirt. The incident report is added to the agency's Records Management System, or RMS, and as the investigation continues and details about the crime emerge, the incident report is updated. That incident will now get counted as a crime, regardless of whether the case ends in an arrest or whether charges are ever brought by a prosecutor. Step 3. The local police department will bundle all of their crimes for a given month, including Dave's stolen t-shirt, and send that data up to their state UCR program. Each state has their own program that is responsible for collecting, verifying, and sending this data along to the FBI. Once the data has been sent to the state UCR managers, they work with their constituent agencies to ensure the format of the data is correct before they send it along to the FBI. If errors are found, the state may go back to the agency and request that they update the report. The local agency will strip out identifying details from Dave's home burglary before sending it to the state, but the state will still receive and then report critical information on the incident, such as victim demographics, whether an arrest occurred, and what was stolen from the home. And finally, step 4. The state collects data on all of its incidents and sends it to the FBI. The FBI takes all of that information from more than 18,000 agencies nationwide and creates national estimates of how many of each crime type occurred in a given year. These estimates won't be published until several months into the next year. But some crime statistics are available earlier because there's a growing subset of police agencies who are reporting monthly via their own data portals and websites. And additionally, recent updates to the FBI's Crime Data Explorer from fall of 2025 have allowed for the publishing of monthly data, which has been a boon to nationwide crime statistics. Dave's home getting broken into is now one of the 700,000 or so burglaries reported annually by the FBI nationwide. As you can see, it's not perfect, and it's a bit convoluted. The best analogy I've heard is that it's kind of like a chain telephone call. But participation is growing, and more data is available for public use faster than ever. And the more participation we get from agencies, the more data and the clearer the picture we get of our crime trends at every level. More participation also means more transparency and eventually more accountability, which is something that benefits us all. Much like most other systems in the US, it's patchwork and it has taken generations of effort, but it works. Kind of. All right, that does it for this episode of Aggregated. Let us know what you think in the comments and stay tuned for the next episode.